Hey everyone, this is Dane. I'm the creator of Plandex, which is a terminal-based AI coding tool that helps developers do more complex tasks with AI and be more productive on real-world projects. I'm going to show you how I use Plandex on a real engineering task. And more specifically, to show off some of Plandex's new model options that were just released, I'm going to do this using Claude Opus 3 as the planner model. So first, let me describe this task to you. It's every developer's favorite kind of task, a state management bug. To provide a little background, I'm in a feature branch right now called Auto Verify. What I'm trying to do here is to add an automatic verification check after Plandex applies file updates, and then automatically fix any files with invalid syntax or where changes were applied incorrectly. And this is almost working. I have all the prompts and logic in place, but there's a problem. So right here in this build verify.go file, where we are calling the get verify prompt function, the state of these two variables, pre-build state and updated, is incorrect. The two are always equal, which should not happen. So somewhere during the file build process, which spans a bunch of files here, all these ones that start with build underscore, these values, which come from this file state object here, are not being correctly updated somewhere along the way. So that's the problem. Now let's see if Claude Opus 3 can diagnose and fix it for us. I would say this is a pretty significant reasoning challenge for the model because all the code here is managing streams and is highly concurrent. So let's see how it does. To start, I'll create a new plan with Plandex new. And like I said before, we want to use Claude Opus. So I'll use the set model command and choose a built-in model set that uses Opus through OpenRouter.ai for the planning role. And now I'm going to load some context in. I'm just going to drop in this whole model/plan directory since the bug is somewhere in there. And then I'm also going to load in this file that has some types in it that are also relevant. Okay, now I'm ready to write the prompt. So I'll run plandex tell with no arguments, which pops up Vim for me, and now I'll write the prompt there. And I did cheat a little bit and get the prompt ready before the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that in, and I'll give you a quick second to read it over if you want to. We are trying to help the model with some direction on how it can better reason through this problem. So now I'll press escape to exit insert mode and then :WQ ! To save the prompt and kick off the plan. So one downside of Opus compared to GPT-4 Turbo is there's a lot more loading time, especially if you're loading in a lot of context, which we are. Once the stream starts, it's pretty fast, but it does take a while to get going. So I'll just fast forward through that. As you can see, it started working on a plan to fix this bug. And like I told it to in the prompt, it started by summarizing the flow of a build and how these variables are getting updated throughout the whole thing. I know it's streaming a bit too fast to read everything, but I can tell you that it did quite a good job on this. This kind of analysis seems to be an area that Claude Opus really shines. Okay, and now it looks like it thinks it has found the problem and it's applying a fix. And you can see Plandex is now applying that fix to the file. That will just take a little bit longer to finish, and now it's done. Now I'll just clear out my terminal, and then let's double check the change that Plandex made with the Plandex changes command. And this is looking pretty reasonable. It does make sense that leaving out those two properties could have caused this bug. So now I'll hit Q and exit the changes TUI. And then I'll use the apply command to apply the changes to my files so I can test the change. And I'm not going to show you the actual testing because that would be too long and boring. But spoiler alert, it did actually fix the bug. So good job, Claude Opus. You saved me some time. Thank you. And that's all from me. If you want to learn more about Plandex or try it yourself, just head over to Plandex.ai and you have yourself an awesome day. Bye for now.